Montgomery with TV Tech, and I'm here at the National Association of Broadcasters show in Vegas and at the Perifery booth with Dave Zabrowski. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Hi, Lisa. I'm great.
Perifery is a new division of DataCore, but before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the broadcast and entertainment industry. What sort of trends do you see shaping it?
Sure. Well, there's massive technology trends going on. I mean, the whole industry is being disrupted right now, and it's mainly driven through the artificial intelligence applications that are driving massive data needs. So a typical episode a few years ago, 1 hour episode might have been 10 terabytes. Now it's 1 petabyte, so 100 times the data. So what we're seeing in the industry is people massively disrupting their applications, and it's creating massive amounts of data, and that's where we come in.
Okay, so tell me, was that the reason for launching Perifery, and how does that build upon the technologies and products you have at DataCore?
Sure. Well, original DataCore, we're in the mission critical applications of storage. So the more difficult the storage, air traffic control, hospitals, 24/7 e-commerce, really complicated mission critical applications. When I came in 5 years ago, we were on what's called the structured data side. That's the mission critical side. The applications that are driving all the data that I just mentioned is all on what's called unstructured data.
Okay.
Object storage, for example, is what's creating all that data. So what we did is we went through and we acquired several companies, and we're packaging all of those assets and all those companies into this division called Perifery that's under the DataCore umbrella, but it's really focused on driving applications to the cloud and the edge, particularly in media and entertainment.
Okay, so what does that mean for the broadcast industry? Is it going to streamline workflow? Is it going to make different forms of content? What are the implications?
Well, it's about productivity at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's time and money. So as these applications are generating all this data, they're having a difficult time processing the data, difficult time accessing the data, difficult time distributing the data because the volume is just so large.
Okay.
So the cloud is one of the disruptive technologies that we've seen
Right.
in the M&E industry. However, as these applications are driving more and more data, it's difficult to push that to the cloud because the data is just so much. You just literally don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough bandwidth to get it to the cloud. So one of the biggest trends that we see is processing that at location and then taking only the metadata and pushing that up in the cloud, which is just a fraction of the data that we have.
Okay, so will Perifery be developing new products and technologies?
Yes.
To
So at the
support
show,
that?
right, at the show yesterday, we announced a product called Transporter, which is a product that's really on location, and it takes all that massive amounts of data and then processes it on location.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just bring back just a fraction of the data into it. So it's a much more efficient way of processing this massive amounts of data. Again, time and money.
Okay.
Produce it faster and much cheaper.
Okay,
as well.
I see. So you've got some key executives you're bringing on to Perifery. Can you tell me about them and what sort of role they'll play?
Well, some of the acquisitions, so we acquired a company called Coringo, which has a product that we now call Perifery Swarm. It's an object-based storage, very famous in the M&E space. We acquired another company called Maya Data, which is a company in the container space, which is a very, very lightweight. It's based on a technology called Kubernetes, which is a very lightweight technology that can process things very efficiently at the edge. And most recently, we acquired a company called Object Matrix, which is very famous in the M&E space for object storage. So we've packaged those three companies and all of their assets together into the Perifery division. And that's what we're bringing to the M&E market here today.
Okay, so do you have some key executives that came along with those acquisitions?
We did, yeah. So Object Matrix, there's Jonathan Morgan is the CEO. Nick Pierce is their head of sales. Both these guys have been in the space. They're founders of the company. Both these guys have been in the M&E space for almost 20 years.
Okay.
We have a gentleman named Seth Cohen that came to us, is very well known in the M&E space, Alex Grossman. So we're bringing a lot of very well-known people from the industry into the Perifery business unit.
Okay, so will Perifery be operating independent of DataCore, or will you be working together
It's
on
a division.
initiatives?
It's a focused division, separate P&L, separate brand, obviously, separate leadership team. I'm the CEO of DataCore, but we also have a general manager of the division that reports to me named Avi Day, also been in the industry for many years. So we have a very powerful management team right now that has deep domain expertise in M&E, great relationships, and as you know, Lisa, it's a very tight industry, right? Everybody knows everybody, and we have a lot of the who's who that have joined Perifery.
What's been the vibe here at the show?
Well, it's been great. I mean, it's just, the booth traffic yesterday was amazing, and yesterday wasn't even the real day. Today's the real day. And a lot of what we're seeing is, again, back to artificial intelligence. That's what we're seeing in the industry. Everybody's trying to solve that problem. The other thing that we announced here yesterday was what we call AI Plus. So if you think about data, there's a lot of infrastructure that's required to produce data, especially massive amounts of data. But what's really interesting to the M&E space is at the application layer. So what we announced yesterday, AI Plus, is actually taking the data and moving it up stack. We call it up stack into the application, where you can actually process artificial intelligence very efficiently. And that's what's really resonating with the M&E market.
It sounds like technologies, the boundaries are just pushing farther and farther out.
Yeah.
And you guys are trying to bring it all together and back in so it's manageable.
Correct.
So what do you see near and far term for Perifery? What can we expect to see?
Well, I think the M&E market's in the golden age of technology transformation. I mean, it's been here, this show's been here 100 years, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
But if you look at it from a technology disruption perspective, what's happening right now, we're in the golden age of disruption. And what we want to do at Perifery is we want to lead that transformation with companies. And again, the disproportionate amount of data that's being generated right now is just unprecedented. And that's what we want to do. We want to make it easy for the M&E industry to manage that data, process it, and do it very, very efficiently so that they can deliver better experiences to all of us as consumers.
Well, it sounds like you have a good game plan. It was so nice to meet you.
Likewise.
If people want more information about Perifery, where should they go?
Sure, just perifery.com. It's our website. We just launched it a couple days ago, and you'll be able to get all the information about all of our offerings and how we can help with the M&E market.
Thanks so much.
Great.
Have a good show.
Thanks, Lisa. Good to have you. Bye.